checkers and pleasers, and welcome to Checkpoint. Beardy, why are you so low?
Because I was relaxing.
Okay, well, get back up on here, okay?
Because
Okay.
the alchemists turn him into an amorphous ooze.
Anyways.
Reeboks with the slacks.
Give that big booty a slap.
Hey.
This is the show where we discuss and discern the most recent events of Check Please. Today we are discussing episode 46 and 47.
46 and 47.
It's just a little brief descriptor. 46, we come down from the mountain and we travel and get stopped by abominations and get into the hovel hole that starts us in 47. That gets us to Pentris. So let's really dissect and have fun with whatever we feel like talking about today.
So did the last one start with the snowboarding and stuff?
Yeah.
No.
No, it wasn't that one?
No, last one started right as we arrived at camp for Husa and Stavik to have that lovely conversation about why he doesn't love her.
Jesus.
Yeah,
We
40
went so long
46.
on the road.
Yeah, 46 was Husa becoming Dawn. That
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
Also, yeah.
Yes.
Kind of combined them in my head.
Is, Jesus. So every single one.
Yeah,
of those
why won't you love her?
conversations
Yeah, why won't you
Why
love
don't
her?
you love Husa?
Because, like,
Bro,
it seemed like it was something you were all on board with, and then you're
when
just
you
like,
look back at this. Sorry.
yeah.
Remember that I did not fucking contribute to the gaslighting here, to the fucking like whatever this is. What's happening?
This isn't gaslighting. I'm, like, legitimately confused.
Oh,
It seemed like Staubing
you
was all
do
on
stuff.
board at first.
you've been consistent on your angle.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't stand the idea, but I am curious why the backpedaling.
The incredible backpedaling.
I'm mostly curious why he didn't mention Ida and Rue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why hide things?
I'm more curious about another thing, but I'll let
Yeah,
you go.
I'm gonna let
I'm not trying to
Screwy
make
answer
this
these
firm here,
questions first. All right, go, buddy.
So I'll answer the why not mention Ida and Rue. In the heat of the moment, it wasn't at the forefront of of the conversation for Screwy. Trying to think of the different things, the different emotions. As for why don't you love Rue?
I didn't ask why you didn't
No,
love
they
your
did.
daughter.
That was a
They
We
really
asked
good-
about Husa
Oh,
slash
sorry.
Dawn.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry,
but that's
brain.
an interesting
Why-
slip,
Yeah,
don't
that
you
was a
think?
revealing.
Slip. Yeah.
So, no, it is not an interesting
Fascinating.
slip. It is
Interesting slip.
just brain.
So interesting.
It is 2-something in the morning. I have been awake since 6 a.m.
Oh,
Brain.
got it.
Okay, follow-up question though.
Sit and spin, all right?
Does Stavik like Dawn more now that she's Dawn than she would when she was Husa? Like, I need to know this.
I mean, I do.
It's literally the same to me.
Yeah.
Does Stavik love...
Like
Or does he
Mm.
dislike her less? Because she'll take that too.
yeah,
Or does he
she's so
dislike her more? Because I want to
desperate.
leave all the options open for this question. I don't want to
Mhm.
lead you.
Or like equally neutral, but in a completely different way
Yeah,
now.
what is the vibe?
So
What
the
is the
vibe
vibe?
is his heart is doesn't know it is very full with the with not the it's not the sacrifice it's he doesn't want them to change who they are for him, but but his heart
It's
could you
That's interesting. Go ahead. Continue.
he he appreciates he appreciates, and his heart is very full with the gesture. He would not want them to change what they are, but that they've done it, he is blown away by it, I guess would be
Okay.
the way to
Good job,
describe it.
Xander.
So when does any amount of reciprocation begin?
Or I have a maybe
Or-
less
or
directed version of
acknowledgement.
this question.
I guess when does any reciprocation or even acknowledgement of interest begin?
I think we can wind this back a step. Maybe I've got a question related that maybe might be a little less pointed to help
Sure,
with the Screwy.
Mine
What
are
is
spiky.
what is your end goal with the whole Dawn/Ida situation? Like, what if Stavik got a happy ending? What would that look like?
Got him.
Well, you see.
Fucking
Don't-
got him. I knew he'd laugh.
Nice.
Nothing like you need zoom. in.
I mean, we're in the right building for it.
I don't know what that looks like. Don't tell me that one. I know what that looks
Go
like
into
already.
excessive detail just to make Grem specifically uncomfortable.
It's gonna make me uncomfortable. I'm just saying.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not what we're here for.
So, yeah,
Mm-mm.
what's going on,
But
Scary?
yes, what is Stavik's ideal outcome? If everybody reacted exactly the way he was hoping.
Fuck.
And does it involve becoming a Lentakivi with her after all of this is over?
Y'all asking some really fucking heavy questions of me.
I mean, it seems like that question Stavik should be asking.
I should be, yeah. Yeah, you are 100% correct. Putting it in the realm of basically time, considering we've only been in game time, it's only been a day. So he's still kind of processing this kind of stuff. End goal, even if Ida was, I want to think that to his knowledge, Ida is dead. To
Is
his
that-
knowledge.
Is that
He is-
his desired outcome?
She's dead. It's not a desired outcome.
She might be dead.
Okay, but would you rather he be dead than be alive? Is the question.
Yeah.
Yes,
What is
the
your
question
desired
is-
outcome?
Not what you think is happening. What do you want?
This is a Schrodinger's box situation. The outcome isn't revealed yet. She is both dead and alive, much like that fucking cat.
Yeah.
Fucking cat.
Well, okay. But okay, the problem is with the not with it sort of shaped his decision making a little bit. With the knowledge that
she's dead.
Well, that she's dead. So it
The
kind of
assumption that she's
shifted
dead.
the assumption that she's dead.
Right. Okay. So the desired outcome would be that, in the sense that, like, that's his happy ending involves her staying dead.
How did that shape his decision?
With
With Dawn, I presume.
with Dawn,
because he
Okay.
feels free to open start a relationship.
because Ida's dead.
Okay,
There's
because I was confused because if I
You
recall,
are too.
the initial acceptance of the mating was pre talking to the seer,
It's true.
or was Stavik assuming that Ida's dead long before that?
he was assuming, and it was the seer in his mind confirming it.
Them bones.
dem bones. So to circle back to the more spearheaded question that Beardy posed.
Yeah, the one that was just prickles. No, it was an urchin of a question.
It was a what now?
It was as pointed as I could make it. It was a sea urchin of a question.
Yes. For Stavik, it's it ties back to my ability to portray that. I know that I want to. The answer is soon.
Okay.
I that's the best I can. It's how do I through Stavik, how do I portray his love for Dawn?
Can I ask a follow-up question here?
Certainly.
Okay, so assuming Ida's dead, it
Yes.
does seem that there is definitely an assumption that Rue is not dead because Stavik has been very looking forward to seeing her.
Yes.
What is the desired end goal regarding her?
I have a follow-up question to the follow-up question after.
The desire. Well, for him, he just wants to know that his father, that Rue's father, loved her. And hope it's that if she wants him in her life for whatever is left,
Would that be more or less
he would-
convenient for him? Because I'm sure
What?
if I ask it, well, I'd ask it whether that be more or less desirable. But I figure since they are answering this way, then that's indeterminate. But would at least be more or less convenient for him if she did?
if she wanted him,
yeah.
it wouldn't. It just would be. He would respect her decision.
Mm-hmm.
And he would respect her decision either way. But yes,
So
he
he's
would like to be part of her life, but would respect it otherwise.
But if she did want him to be part of her life, she wanted him to stay in Ventress and live with her, and was like, "I'm cool with having a new mom and everything." That mom, who's like a lot younger than me.
The answer to that would be, "That's fantastic. I have a job to do. I will be."
So his ideal situation is that she has her own life to move on to and does not need him around.
Yes. Well, no, she doesn't need. Well, if she needs him around.
Well, she's like, the ideal situation is like, Dad, I love you. I know that you love me. I have my life. I'm not gonna like nail you down here, so we can like live our lives, and you can come back and visit me every once in a while, and we can say hi to each other. Feels like that's the ideal situation.
That's the vibe I'm getting too, but I just want to make sure that's the case.
No, he wants to come back and stay with her, if possible. After his job, after his responsibilities have been, and Owen has been restored. After his responsibilities have been fulfilled, he would love to come and be with his daughter. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I have like 5 other follow-up questions, but I'm not going to ask them, and I'm going to focus on the first one. Remember Magdalia the seer? She was potentially less helpful for the follow-up questions people felt, but for the first set of questions, she was pretty helpful, remember? And you know all about Xander's deal right now, or a lot more of it, and the precision with which she answered his questions.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think when Stavik asked her about his wife, she didn't say a swirling storm of pain tearing at her soul, but she specifically said that she saw bones? What do you think of that?
Take that shot.
My first at waiting for him to finish.
No, go ahead.
Waiting for
He's listening.
my assumption at the time
Mm-hmm.
was, she sees her decayed form, as bones in a box. That's my assumption.
I mean, that's what I would assume as well, typically. I wouldn't assume that she'd be seeing the afterlife, to be honest.
I assume that it just meant that his wife is boned.
Bones! Yes. Basically just bones.
She just like told you the fortune wrong. She meant to say she's boned, dude, but it came out wrong. She's like, I see the bones, dude. Shit.
Also, if she's looking into the future and you're asking about your wife, does that mean that Dawn isn't wife material?
Yeah, what's that about?
Maybe Dawn's the bone.
Oh, true.
You don't need to become a Lentakivi. You can just make her a skeleton.
Oh, I can do that really easily, like literally anytime.
Yeah, there we go.
I could do it right now. I could even just touch her, and then all of her skin just flays off, and she becomes a skeleton.
Listen, Shane, I'm certain that you can do fucking anything.
Yeah, really though.
I'm like, yeah, I could turn into a dinosaur. I just did it.
Dude, I'm playing the character who fucking boasts about being able to do anything, and you're like, well, if we want more bars of gold, Xander can shit some. That's what he eats all the gold for.
Yeah.
Xander has never pooped out gold. I want to make this clear.
That's worse.
I don't think he goes to the bathroom.
I can guarantee he doesn't. You see what he's eating?
Not a lot.
That is correct.
We have all these bathrooms set up in our inns, and no one's using them.
No one's ever RP'd taking a poop yet.
You
What
had
do I have
follow-up
to do?
questions.
Next
Beardy,
session.
what do I roll?
You had follow-ups to your
Constitution check.
follow-ups.
Oh, did we?
Take a fortitude save.
Jesus.
Well, that was for Shane there. You had more follow-ups.
So they were gonna. That's complete.
I'm gonna hold them in for a little bit. Actually, I think it'll be more tasty that way.
Oh, I'll ask one.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just a psychological question. It's not really pertinent much. No, I just want to know. Do you think that this? I'm asking this question like it's a fucking classroom in college. Like, oh, what are we do? What do you think of this picture? Do you think that Stavik's visit with his daughter is for her or for him? That's it.
I can answer this.
No. Let him
Same.
answer.
Okay.
This is not a pointed question. This is just a thought experiment.
I know it's for him primarily, but it is also it is for him. It's for him primarily, but if on the odd chance that she could get some closure from it, that would make him very happy.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
All right. That's what I anticipated. So.
I'm done grilling Screwy. You're good, man. You
For
have
now.
a right to your choices, just like anyone else. Don't let these fucking these quacks lead you astray. You make whatever choices you want. And if it goes
Honestly.
great, that's awesome. And if it goes horribly, own it.
I do agree with that, honestly.
Owen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. Anyways.
Boom. Hero point.
Oh my
god.
I guess if you make Owen jokes, it's fine.
But only Owen per session. See?
Oh.
Because it's like
one per session, but
Wait,
like Owen.
We still need to make the shirt that says
I
Owen
know.
Fear.
Shut up.
Yes.
I'm working on it. Oh, boy. So anything else anyone wants to bring up from the past 2 sessions?
Well, I mean, we only did one thing so far.
I know. It's been great.
At the very
Now
beginning.
it's time to grill Xeno about fucking alchemists and why Zulin is such a bad person. Now we know it because like let's so Zulin, after all this, right? I assume he gave up alchemy and is taking in Jesus into his heart, right?
That's
Usually.
Owen.
Yeah, but not
You
like
can take me into your heart too, Zulin.
Jesus Christ.
But that's
he will
only because I
physically do
haven't.
so.
That's only because I haven't had the opportunity to take Jesus' heart.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, that was I don't like that wording, but
You would turn it into a single-use mutagen.
Yes, I would.
Zulin, I would like to confirm. Did you just take my god's heart and turn it into a consumable item?
That can only be used once.
Well, only one.
This is why Zulin was in favor of just just use the fucking cloak. Who cares?
I only had the one.
I think we
god
have to
heart
kill
to
him.
use.
So to begin with the cloak, man, Zulin couldn't give less of a shit.
Honestly,
Of course.
it was kind of awkward because I get where I was like, I had to kind of stop myself because like I get where Xander and Louis are coming from, but Valentino doesn't. He's like, this is how artifacts work. If you get one, that means you're a hero, and if you're a hero, it means you can use it whatever the fuck you want. That you get given permission.
And also in that explanation too, like every explanation has been referring to it as a consumable rather than this is a thing you could just have.
I mean,
It's kind of like... Go for it.
Louis specifically, in the very least, has more extended reasons on why he doesn't want the cloak to just
I can tell.
be used for mundane reasons. It's just he can't talk about it.
Sure. I also
Also-
share those concerns. Oh, go for it, Xeno.
No, wasn't I thought Stavik was given explicit permission last session that he could use it. I thought no.
No, that's not
Yeah.
the wording that Xander used.
Xander said, I will grant your request, and Stavik had asked Xander if he could help with Husa, and he did help with Husa. So he did grant
Yes.
Stavik's request. He just did not grant the request that Stavik had wanted him to grant at that time. Also,
so I was
this is the
correct.
this
That's
is
what I'm
the
getting.
equivalent of being like, hey, could I borrow the cross that Jesus was nailed to for my like show and tell project at school? Is like the equivalent of that.
but also it's implying that Stavik had gotten the cross, given it to you guys, and is now asking for it.
Didn't give
use
it
for a
to
second.
us. We
Didn't get it.
We got it.
We took it
back.
from the grave.
Well,
We literally
Oh,
robbed
right.
a tomb.
also,
Stavik had it first, if I recall.
Yes, because we
also
trusted him.
Louis saying we would be weird because he's not open.
Yeah.
No.
He's
This
just
is
considering
Xander.
himself as like a
No.
group with Xander.
Yeah, so does Stavik. See how that
Yeah.
worked out.
It's cool.
It's okay. I went over here in the bar so I can give Stavik that piece of paper so we can get into a formal contract and help each other.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Gross.
Good. Good.
That sounds like it will be bad news for everybody, way beyond just us.
So let's see.
I would
So, go ahead.
Also like to say, to add on to this conversation, we need to contextualize this within the conversation, the discourse of Stavik being the paladin of Owen and there being some disciplinary measures, one could say. So that is also a part of the conversation.
Also, we tangented off of talking about Zulin. I didn't know if there was anything else that you...
I was
Oh,
just waiting to call
yes.
you up for weaseling out of it, and then you brought it back. All right, well played. Well played.
Zulin's
What
literally
we got?
never done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell Parsnip that.
Parsnip
Or-
is happy.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
better.
know about
Parsnip
that.
is very
Just because
happy.
Parsnip
I wouldn't say so for the other
well-fed.
What
mice.
makes you fucking say that? Like,
Well
what are you
fed.
kidding me? How do you? What do you? How would you know? I could be just
I
in
just-
pain all the time.
I'm just remembering when people
It doesn't
were
have
like,
nerve endings anymore.
Kenny, that's so extreme to call him irredeemably evil. I'm just remembering this. And I'm like, but didn't
What's wrong with
Xeno
Parsnip?
approve of that statement as well?
Yeah,
I also just want to say,
I was in the camp of Zulin is irredeemably evil, and I'm here for it.
Are you in for it still?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How are you
I-
enjoying Parsnip's progression?
I hate it.
a lot. Immensely.
I'm enjoying it
It's
immensely.
fascinating.
Something
We
It
have
makes me sad.
ourselves. We have a parsnip subplot going on, and I'm here for it.
It's
Something
like
I
the
think
chicken
about once we got to the
Mm.
bathhouse.
It's like
is
the
that
chicken subplot from one of the greatest movies ever made.
That's right.
A friend of mine had to keep a mouse in her. Like, she didn't want to kill it because she's just against that kind of thing, but she didn't have a good way to release it that it wouldn't come back in. So she had it in her house for a while she tried to find someone to get it. And it was talking about how it's made the whole place fucking stink.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's all I can
they
think of is
smell
how
terrible.
we go into this clean bathhouse, and it's like, why do you smell like a smelly rat, sir?
Oh, don't worry, parsnips doesn't smell like a rat anymore or a mouse
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm
Oh,
sure he
no.
fucking smells.
But no, you are.
I don't
accurate.
know.
I don't know.
Rodent excrement
Yeah.
is just so
Rodent-
goddamn pungent.
Rodent
man.
urine is unmistakable. It is horrible. Yeah.
Would you say it's
terrible
worse
smell.
than cat urine?
No.
I would have to compare the two.
Cat urine they're equally noticeable and they're equally despicable as smells.
Mhm.
One of them
that
will
being-
straight up kill me. The other one won't. So
That's true.
That being said,
Mm.
though, I've heard of people getting rid of the smell of like rodent urine. Usually, when it's cat urine, that shit's there to stay.
yeah, it's in there.
Forever.
It's
There's-
permanent.
There's
You
so
gotta burn
much
that.
quantity.
Mhm.
So I was like, eh.
It soaks into whatever it is, and you gotta just burn it. I had a cat once, just piss all over a bunch of second edition D&D books.
Oh
I had
no.
I had to burn them.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tragic.
And the cat.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I get.
really?
Yeah, you hate cats. You know what?
They'll literally
First of all-
kill him by being
First of
near
all-
him.
Wait, is that to me or to Beardy? For hating
Oh,
cats.
the
'Cause I actually
Beardy.
like cats. Okay.
Other way.
No, that was to Beardy. I could completely understand. Yeah.
Although
Second
all cats
edition-
do go to hell.
Mm.
So I don't make the rules there.
They do, yeah. That's the
All cats
trade-off.
go to hell.
I don't care how nice your cat
Wait, what's
is
the
to me.
trade-off?
It's going to hell.
What?
The
No,
cat
no.
goes
What is
to
the
hell when it
trade-off
dies.
for them being condemned to hell?
They
Irredeemable
What do they
evil.
get out of that?
They do whatever the
They're
fuck they
irredeemably
want while
evil.
they're alive. They get the little cushy lives where they're taken care of,
Yeah.
and they act like little shits in response.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they
like,
get 9
they're
of
like
them.
Zulin.
Oh yeah, Zulin will join them. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Which is bad for the
Again,
cat.
Yeah, it's bad for the
Zuzu
cats,
has
'cause
done nothing wrong.
By that point, Parsnips is going to be real big.
All right. New plan. So we got to fix the Maelstrom thing for this plan to work.
Mhm.
But then we kill Zulin. He'll get sent to the lowest level of hell, and the Abyss will stop coming back up because they'll be like, "Oh shit, he's here! Go back! Turn around, guys!
He brought Parsnip.
You can keep your fucking egg. Just don't make us deal with Parsnip."
Eventually, this lonesome field mouse will eat a god.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fucking battle of destiny between Parsnip and Archibald.
Yeah.
Please move, robot. I must consume mother.
I must sup upon a god's flesh.
Yeah. So let's see. What else happened? The last session we had the discussion
Well,
asking for the flow.
that sort of brings us up to the point where Husa gets shifted into Dawn, I believe.
Which,
So that
which
kind
once
of
again made me question where Xander's limits are for his magic.
That's a good
I'm like-
question.
I'm like, hey, I can almost cast Fireball. Xander's like, hey, I can destroy and you rebuild you on the spot. You want me to do
It's like,
that
hey,
real quick?
I could completely alter
was
what you
made
are
by a
down to
god.
like a molecular level and just change your race on a whim.
He was
I'm
made
like,
by a
yeah,
god.
this-
We're just mutts. We're just mutts made by people.
But don't worry, Xander's not real, everybody, so it's okay.
Literally. He's not.
uh,
There was a chance that Dawn would have been just a blood splatter.
Yeah.
true.
I'm
Which
pretty
I
sure.
wanted to happen.
I wanted
was a
it
real
to happen too.
possibility.
I wanted her to go away.
yeah.
So Beardy, I have a
Am I the only one who
question.
didn't want that to happen? I feel like that would be a really anticlimactic end to that. Whole...
Oh.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
sure.
hate babysitting her.
So Beardy, I want your opinion.
I will
Should
happily answer.
Should I describe what Zulin's plan was?
You
is up
said
to
you were
you.
going to.
I'm not going to tell you yes or no. All I'm going to say is that plan is still technically possible, so don't torpedo it unless you want to mention it here. I mean, it's up to
Okay,
you.
I'll hold off then.
No, I'm
If
gonna
it's
tell
It's
you
not,
yes.
it's
I
not
wanna
impossible,
know.
and, you know.
What do you mean?
Liar.
Well, it's currently impossible because the reason for doing it is no longer relevant.
Oh, you
to
know what? You're
the
right. Yeah, because I guess the whole point was that it was.
Linda Kiwi.
Yeah. All right. In that case, go ahead and tell him what you were gonna do, because you can't really do it anymore unless you can convince. Well, I mean, I guess you could always convince Xander to turn Dawn back into a Lintakivi, and if you can, even get a double win and turn Stavik into a Lintakivi, then you might be able to pull it off. You could pull the long con.
That sounds end of campaign though, so I'd have
Yeah,
to
that
wait
could be
for that.
that could be like prologue or epilogue stuff rather. Yeah.
So I was going to trade Husa to my client for access to their research.
Oh, fun.
And
I had
here's
feeling actually.
and
You
here
were
was
talking about how you had like
Wow.
sinister plans for her.
and here was the plan was that I was going to have I was going to talk to them. I was going to have them have a meeting with us, and at the same time I was going to have them go to the place with the key ready to like grab the statue. When they had us go to a meeting, they'd be dressed up as, I don't know, the Hive or something.
See, as soon as honestly, like, at least as soon as Zulin had bid on Husa, I was like, oh, what the fuck? What is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
What is he gonna do? And he kept mentioning once we get to Pinterest, I was like, I mean, I had a feeling you were gonna sell her to someone because you were just saying like, oh, she's not gonna be a problem anymore, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. And I also think it's hilarious then that Zulin is like, how dare you steal my friend to sell her into slavery? I was gonna do that.
Honestly, tamer than what I expected. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
No, now it's pointless because there's no value in Dawn in comparison to the
She's
research
just a
you
fucking
can do
human
on
now.
the Kiwi.
But, I mean, you could say there's almost more value because she's a human that was a Lentakivi.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just sell the location of the Linda Kiwi. Don't worry.
Hmm.
Hey, Screwy, remember when you were like, I still believe in him?
The thing is, none of these things have come to pass yet.
You know what
So
has
it's
come
still
to
fine.
pass? Xander was operated on without his consent in episode 8.
But
Got your
let's
life
not
saved, if I
forget
remember right.
that episode was also the one where Stavik barred Xander from getting help from Louis when he specifically requested it because he called Stavik darling like for a second.
When I have
That's
a
true.
when I have a heart attack, I'm gonna yell at the person who saves me with CPR.
Some people do though.
I don't think CPR
Yeah.
saves you from a heart attack.
This one
That
did,
is
though.
also true.
Okay.
It was really good CPR.
Really good
So good.
CPR. Okay.
The best I've ever had.
It was pretty good. It was
Ooh,
pretty good.
doggy.
I mean, I don't want to have to go back to giving consent every time to get healed.
That's true. Oh man.
Yes, so we got Dawn.
We do have
mhm.
Dawn.
And even with Louis dead naming her, it's
Multiple times.
He feels bad.
So good.
It's fine. Dawn doesn't mind.
It wasn't her chosen name though. He chose it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
it's
that?
She
actually-
wanted.
To be
It's
fair,
a fitting name.
Fantastic name. So,
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
a really
it
good
is a
name.
good name.
It's a really good name.
I was like, what name's Screwy gonna come up with for this? The best name. Fantastic. Flawless.
It
Not the best
literally,
Pokemon character, though.
When
So-
given
Absolutely
the
not.
like, what's that?
I said it's not the best Pokemon character, though, so.
Oh, fair. When it was said, "Do you want to give me the name?" It really did just was immediate. Wasn't even time to think about it. It was just that was the first name.
It was
and
good.
and the only name in my
Yeah,
head.
it's good. Very fitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rufus.
Rufus.
Like a dog?
Ruber.
Sounds a little too much
Yeah.
like his daughter, though.
Ruber.
Mildly problematic.
Rue number 2.
Route 2.
Rue the sequel.
Rude
It's like Mewtwo, where it's spelled out
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Yikes, that's some.
I don't want to
Shit,
be
I don't
here.
That's problematic.
So anyway, what happened after that? So Rue, or sorry, no, I just did it. So
Yeah.
Husa became Dawn in a really touching moment, because she thought that would help Stavik get over whatever was holding Stavik back,
Yeah.
And it didn't.
Mhm.
and it didn't really work. But
That's
And then we ran into a weird guy in the road.
yeah, then a weird guy
And,
showed up. Yeah,
I was completely justified in just running right up to him. People were like, "Oh no, is it because he could get attacked? He could get caught in the crossfire." And then he was like a bad guy, and I stabbed him. And it
yeah,
was fine.
and you stabbed him for it, and it was
Yeah.
great.
He grabbed me. He grabbed me with a dumb hand, but it was no good.
I mean,
it's not
Louis,
good enough. Dumb hand doesn't count.
Louis
Yeah.
learned his lesson from when we went in the mines and he rushed up to that person that he thought was still alive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that
So yeah,
combat
you fought.
was fucking.
It was satisfying as hell.
Yeah, you
I
got some
realized
nice
that-
fights.
Us doing really well probably punctured a bit of the tension that was planned for it, but it felt real good.
Yeah, you got a really nice
Mhm.
crit on that beast. It was good. Yeah.
So today we got fucking how many crits?
So
did we get?
many.
God.
So
We
many.
got all of our crits for the
7.
campaign, I think, which is great. You know,
7 or 8 crits today. It was nuts. It was like
It's the
constant.
most that
crazy.
I think it
we've
may
ever
have been
had.
more.
Yeah, it was just constant. Like you guys were just throwing out criticals like every attack. It's beautiful.
I did. So, I got your back, Beardy.
Yeah, thanks.
you did plenty of damage.
hmm
You didn't get crits because you have like the one weapon that doesn't no one DRs. So
Let's see. Yeah, so we killed all those. Could not roll a survival check to save our lives.
Nope.
Which would have been funny if we just completely skipped this entire thing.
You could have, yeah. But then I was like, who's a ranger? Let's just have her help.
It's true.
Dawn, sorry.
both
See,
of them.
it's not just me. Fuck it.
It's not just you. I just give you shit
Mm.
because it's funny.
I mean, Louis feels like shit. It's okay. It's well deserved. He expects better from himself, and he just fucked up, you know.
But yeah, Dawn's a ranger, so it makes sense. I was gonna have her be like, okay, I'll have her roll a survival check, and then she did really well on it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, she picked out the trail. It's right there.
Nice.
So then you
Well-
guys followed it to an abandoned farmhouse.
And I'm glad we did, except for that now we can't trust Zulin anymore.
Why not?
Now we can't?
Yeah.
Now we can't.
What was it about
Sure.
this that was the difference? Like,
What
what,
was the straw?
how did
that
this
was-
move the needle in a way that it hadn't already been moved?
All the other shit was like our characters hadn't seen.
Okay.
What,
But
Or
now our characters
Xander
are
never
like,
being
oh, hey,
believed."
alchemy might like at least Valentino has for the first time is like, wait, so, didn't Zulin do alchemy? They keep calling this alchemy. This isn't like he does, right? And then he throws out the fucking ooze in the fight, and Valentino's like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. This doesn't look good. He's doing like the same thing.
This might be bad.
They got gross goopies and he got a gross goopie. Is Zulun the bad guy?
Is Zulun the bad guy?
He might
No,
be the bad
not
guy.
possible.
You did have gross goopies fighting gross goopies, so that was fun.
I did. Although my gross goopy wasn't made out of a person completely. Partially.
Yeah, and it didn't look
True.
like it was
Partially.
asking Seymour to feed it.
Yeah.
Nor
Nor was it asking someone to kill it.
Or that, yeah.
But we did.
But we did, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish it was asking because then we then felt a little better about the fact that, he just...
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
you know what?
Hey,
One of them
Xeno.
might have.
What was that thing you said that you could have done instead of us like slowly killing them?
Oh, I could have injected them with ether glass,
Mm-hmm.
and then they
Yeah.
wouldn't have felt any pain, and then have died. And Beardy suggested we could have also made them overdose too. So
Yeah,
they'd
just
be
overdose them on
no,
ether
no
glass.
pain and an overdose.
Yeah, they just died from an
Hmm.
overdose of an opioid.
Yeah, that would have been a better thing to do. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that their glass was
Yeah.
an anesthetic.
Yes, it is to the extreme.
Yeah.
It'd kill him really
Oh.
fast, and he didn't bring it up.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me just read off this real quick. Let's see. We got inventory, ether glass. Where you at?
Where you at,
There we go.
girl?
Yeah. Made by further refining milk seed by cooking it and reducing excess water, creating crystallized hunks. These are then smoked to create an intense sense of euphoria and a total numbness to any and all pain.
Right.
This is intensely addictive, and withdrawal can often be fatal.
Oof.
Yeah, it's strong.
I got 10 of those.
Yeah.
10 doses.
I got one too. We could have gotten them, yeah. I didn't
Yeah, I've also got
realize-
10.
I don't have
How
any
about-
drugs on me, other than like the tobacco.
I assume Xander is saving them for himself, though, for the next time
Other
he
than
leaps
the
off a
stack
cliff.
of 100
something
Haggies.
like
I
that.
Yeah, you got 100 Haggies on you, though.
Yeah,
guess.
really.
Yeah.
This fucking bartender brings two out and like, I'm trying to get rid of mine. What are you doing, girl?
And they're like, "Hey, you want to smoke one with me?"
like,
Like,
want to smoke
yeah.
50? But yeah, so yeah, a lot of good monstrous creatures in there.
Yeah,
That's fun.
and one very specific monster that got away, but that's okay. I'm gonna find him
True.
one day.
Nah.
He did seem pretty mad by the time we were done with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perturbed at least.
Pussy.
Yes, he's at least an upset scientist.
Yeah.
Irked.
Briefly
scientist.
annoyed.
Which
A
might
cross
be his name.
researcher.
I'm just imagining, like, with like JRPGs where they'll do like different prefixes for like the different tiered types of monsters. So we have like
Yeah.
our upset scientists, and then we have our like the mad scientist, the boss, and we got like our peeve scientist as like the low grunts.
Yeah.
But then
Piss
there's the secret boss, which is the irate
Yeah.
alchemist.
Mm.
Irate scientist. Irate
Fucking
alchemist.
pissed is the secret boss.
Yeah.
Fucking pissed scientist wants to fight.
Did everything go well on your side, Beardy? Anything that
Oh yeah, no,
Right,
everything was
and-
fine. Everything. I mean, the only thing I would say is, I probably should have sped along the kennel fight a little bit more because it wasn't really dangerous since most of them were stuck in cages.
I was
should've just let
wondering
you guys
about
kill
that
them
because I was
faster.
like, can we just say that we
Yeah.
killed them? Because we're just
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
it's
it is. I was getting really tired at that time, so it kind of worked out for me because I was like, I had
so yeah. That fight wasn't so great for me, but everything else was great. And it worked out really well.
It's a good thing we didn't find the real loot, right, Beardy?
The real loot. I mean,
Yeah.
not the 1,000 platinum.
Yeah.
Now, that was all inside of that work area that we blew up.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that no, you wouldn't have wanted that stuff. No, that stuff was bad.
Yeah, that's why I wanted
So-
it.
Zulin wanted it.
The stuff in there could have done some nasty stuff to your body. I mean, you just ask that alchemist from now on; he'll let you know.
Willie?
Wait. Which also lizard eye, dragon eye. Not sure what it is.
Yeah, his reptilian eye sewn into his face.
Lizard
Yeah.
folk. What are they called?
The Kadali.
The Kadal.
Kadali.
We'll just
That
take
what it
it out of his head to find out.
Where'd he get the eye from?
He took it from something and stitched it into his own head.
Yeah.
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 Or it's just like a really sick tattoo and like a lens, like a contact lens.
Do you
Which,
think
like-
it? Do you think it's better, or did he put it in and he was like, "Oh shit"?
Yeah, it's like finally I'll be able to see, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I think it's able to see a little bit different than a human eye.
Mhm.
So he probably still sees it as an upgrade, even though it's
Can see
probably
the,
not as
Hmm.
clear vision as a human's eye.
Can go
See,
into
like
it
if
has
he,
some-
if he mutagened it like as in into his forehead, I feel
No.
like he would always have to keep it closed.
No, it's
And
like
then-
literally, it's replaced one of his eyes.
Oh, his replacement. Okay, see,
Yeah,
I
no, he
was
sewed
hearing
it
that as like
into his own, like, it's-
okay.
It's his left eye is this golden
Just-
reptilian eye.
Imagining if like you had an alchemist who
Mm.
did this with like a giant mutagen, like a giant like compound eye. It's like I can see like 100 things at once, and then what happens is like, oh no,
Oh, this is awful.
Please,
This
tell
is
me I can
awful.
turn it back. Is there a way to turn this off? Oh, I can't see anything.
Oh,
I just
shit!
need to eject. Ugh. I can't. Where is anything? Fuck.
Is that where my hand is? Oh fuck, no, it's not. Oh
Why do I
god.
have so many hands now?
And I don't even want to think of what kind of process that would need to be done to replace your own eye. Oh,
A difficult
Like-
one.
because I'm assuming he's doing this all by himself, so that's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And, well, I mean, he's super fucked now. I mean, he just got hit with a whole table full of mutagens, so
Mhm.
he's completely fucked.
So does Stavik, but he's undead. So
It's Slavics undead. It didn't do shit to him.
Nah.
which
Completely
once again,
untouched.
another reason why Zulun is a better alchemist.
Yep.
He got some mutagens to work on the undead.
It's true. Well, these weren't meant to work on the undead. Like, I'm
Correct.
sure if this guy had given it time and effort, he might have been able to work on it, but
Nah,
still
Zula's better.
that wasn't what he was
yeah,
trying to do.
I'm still putting the point on my side.
That's fine, and you are worthy of that point. You get the point for sure.
I mean, this dude is an inferior alchemist simply for not wearing a plague doctor mask. Like, just that's what you're supposed to do.
That's accurate.
What?
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
don't
lost
true.
think
some style
everyone
points.
has to do that.
No,
Just
yeah,
wait.
it
Thanks,
counts. It helps.
It does. We already know this guy's ugly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
About to be a lot uglier now.
It's like Lavette was a good like engineer before she had a top hat, but when she got a top hat, like
That's it.
It's true. It elevated everything.
yeah,
Engineer to inventor.
exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's how
then
it works.
we did all that. Stavik almost died.
He's fine.
Again.
Louis
Two
almost.
fucking
fell.
bombs.
I was like,
Two bombs.
You're
God,
gonna blow up
fuck.
this. You're gonna blow up this table, and Stavik's right there
There was a monster in the room.
with 9 health.
Louis feels very strongly
didn't do
about
any
his
damage.
monster hunting career.
The table explosion didn't do damage. It just splattered mutagens everywhere.
Let's see. We went
I was
into his
concerned.
Monster
Bunch of
hunting is
s-
important.
Sad, boring
God damn it. What?
sleep room.
Yep, just a regular old bedroom.
Well, it was clean.
He's cleaned it, I guess.
Yeah, none of his gross
Has-
shit's in
has the-
there.
Probably has the HVAC system in there to get rid of the smells.
Just whenever my body requires sleep, I go there. But then I'm working the entire time otherwise.
It's true.
Unfortunately, bodies require sleep.
Bullshit, right?
Really, though.
It really is.
So-
I mean, you say that, but literally half the party doesn't fucking sleep.
So I will
Well-
get a list of things that you guys looted out of that lab and
Yay!
have that in game for you
Oh,
for
cool.
next session. So
Exciting.
I'll
I-
get you some stuff out of there.
I'm also very excited to see what Zulun can learn from
A
those
lot.
events.
That I will say. I know you guys say that Zulan's a better alchemist because you guys beat him, but the Mad Alchemist does have
was 6
some
on 1.
processes that are very, very
So-
advanced.
So
I
here's
would
a question though,
agree.
Beardy. So let's return back to Pokemon. Let's
Sure.
say you have this master trainer, and now I've taken his fucking Pokemon. I think I'm the better trainer now because I
I don't
own
think you took his
team.
Pokemon. You killed his Pokemon.
I got his notes.
That's
You guys
the
know
way.
That
you-
is
sure.
His notes are his Pokemon.
You took his
In this
Pokedex.
season.
You took his Pokedex. It doesn't
Yeah.
make you a better Pokemon trainer.
That makes you Gary Oak.
Yeah, well,
You took his Pokedex. It's fine.
let's not start with this.
Let's see. Yeah, so after that we left the barn house.
Yeah, you left there, and then you went back along the road, had a little conversation at night.
Kenny, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to mentally communicate with Shane right now. Don't mind me.
Oh.
You had a conversation that evening on the 4th. Anything of mention or note there? It's kind of a blank in my mind right now.
I mean, Bastion finally asked
Oh,
Louis
right.
about
Bastion asked about the
writing.
writing lesson. Yeah.
Finally, after
did they
rejecting
have
him
it?
several times.
Yeah. Took him a while.
Did you give him a writing lesson that night, or?
Yes. That
Yeah.
was mostly skipped over, but yes, they eventually
Yeah,
got
that's what we-
to it.
Yeah, that's what we ended on. I kind of glossed over it at the time skip.
Oh, we had a argument about Stavik utilizing
Right.
divine artifacts.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then
dead
once
god.
Stavik decided that he wasn't going to use it, and you guys were like, "We'll just hire a courier or something to deliver a letter."
I thought it was a clever idea to try to avoid the potential trap.
But then you ran into a courier and you didn't hire them.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was kind of,
Because it was a bad it was a idea that was convinced against. He was convinced against it.
By whom?
Zephyr was right there.
Well, did
Who
you guys?
convinced him? I'm like, unironically, I saw that you'd be like, I see what you're doing here. You don't want me to. I won't go through with it. And I'm like,
I mean,
wait, but no, this is a courier. Isn't this literally the thing you were saying was a good idea like 10 minutes ago?
to be fair, didn't the rest of their group, or at least Xander, I think, had said to Stavik, "Oh yeah, just so you know, if you send it a letter instead, then they have the option of saying no, basically." Like,
He did
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Which
think
is-
there's
which
even
is a
there's an
fact.
even worse portion though too. There was like something about like your future sight. You're saying in no situation or something. No, that was for the cloak, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was for the cloak.
Yeah.
But the
Xander said that he had not seen a future in which Stavik actually went to that meeting with the cloak. And then later on, he said that if Stavik wrote the letter, she had the option of saying no. And additionally, there's like a world in which he doesn't even get to meet her because he sends a letter, and for whatever reason, it is
Mhm.
interpreted in a particular way.
I would say if you want to get rid of Dawn forever, then sending her alone on something like this definitely seems the best way to do it. Like, well, yeah, I can't think of a more prime situation for her to just disappear.
Just a reminder what happened to Elena, who just was in our presence.
yeah.
Attacked by an elemental assassin, right?
And tortured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain
Also, just want to say, Xander did not convince you not to do anything. He was just laying out options.
I think you mean did not intend to convince you.
That's true. You're right. Xander didn't intend to convince Stavik about not doing something or doing something with the letter or going in person. But they're just options to consider.
Yeah, but yeah, literally having a letter. Yeah, she has the option of being like, "Oh, this fucking deadbeat."
Yeah,
No.
or being like, who the fuck is pretending to be my dad? He died like 100 years ago.
Yeah. So when it was a thought to try to minimize danger, but the other consideration wasn't given.
But it
But-
would have involved interacting with Zephyr, and that would have been fun.
Yeah, and she's so cute.
There's
Yeah,
no,
she's so goddamn cute.
I mean, there's just no version of this that has no consequence. That's true for any choices.
Yep.
Especially choices that Screwy's characters have to make.
Yeah, I mean, it's true for all choices, but somehow, yes, especially for your character, Screwy. I don't know what it is, but it's definite. That is, I would agree.
pretty much.
Let's see. We got to the Pentress Gates.
Pentress is doing
Yep.
better. They're not
Got stopped.
not a bunch of gross bugs everywhere.
Yeah,
I think they're
that's not-
doing worse, actually.
They have
Is that right?
unions. They're doing
Guards?
fantastic.
You got stopped by
Yeah.
the Union Watch, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, who are
unions.
you?
Fantastic.
You guys seem like a problem."
Yeah, that dude was real.
Probably.
Like, he's like, I don't know. There's something you're not telling me, and I'm like, I think there's something you're not telling me. What am I not telling you? I don't even know.
Hey, you guys failed your vibe check. That's all.
We failed our vibe check. We never
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah.
No, his
he
vibe
rolled
check
on you.
against us.
Well,
Yeah.
I rolled real good on my Be Friends check.
You
Once I
rolled
got a
one.
chance to roll for it.
It's like, I don't know, guys. You all seem a little bit too heavily armed to be.
I think several
Doing
of us
good
are
things
very
here.
sus.
Yeah, we do have two clearly evil-looking characters.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess
But, like-
two of us look very evil.
Maybe
then-
it was Dawn.
Maybe it's Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah. But
She does
then-
have the face
then
of
you
a
guys
narc.
Had like a super nice courier show up and deliver you guys a very fancy letter in front of this dude, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess you're not shitty people."
Which, to be fair, a Pentress guard, allowing you in because of Noble's name
Nobles is actually hilarious.
is very relevant to their past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's like the only way you'd get in normally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it meant you weren't just some random rabble. You were actually like vetted by somebody.
Yeah,
powerful
vetted.
and rich.
Oh!
Oh, actually, she's in the Mary
We've
Valley.
been
right
vetted.
now.
Oh no!
Nice. So yeah, you guys got past there after getting a cool letter from your old buddy Raphael Dupree.
He
Finally,
finally
hey.
came through for something.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Heard you're going to Pinterest. Decided to rent out the entire bathworks for you. Have fun.
Literally get fucked.
I mean, if you so choose.
If you so choose.
To be fair, the publicity they probably got from hiring us is probably pretty good right now. So
Oh yeah, they're riding that wave right now. They're doing great. But yeah, so then you guys got to go across town. You saw the Central Forum, which had this big fancy fountain that showed all the workers working together and like the relief on the fountain sides. And then on the top of the fountain was this really weird looking lady with a scythe. And
Yeah,
then
fucking
you-
freak.
did they
Yeah,
Did
I don't
they-
know what it is. I get constipated just looking at that statue.
Yeah.
put Vera in a statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah, Vera's on the
Yeah.
top of a statue in the middle of town.
Oh yeah, this is
I
the
feel like she
terrorist
would
that
hate it.
attacked this town.
I mean,
But she's the savior of the town.
I mean, Saddam got a statue.
That is true.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
But yeah, no, like you were both the attacker and savior of the town, and also the hive controls a good chunk of the town now. So
And also,
yeah,
there's Lycia as well.
yep.
Yeah.
So you know, history can be rewritten pretty easily. Put it
Also-
that way.
Yeah.
Also, as a reminder, that statue used to be a statue of all 5 of the Pentarchs.
Yep.
Oh fuck!
Oh well,
Yeah,
that's not even more now. Then
They
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
tore that shit down for
Tore
the
that shit
hive.
down.
Yeah,
Put up one of
apparently.
Vera. Hell yeah. So you guys saw that statue, and then you went on through to the bathhouse on the northern end of town, and you entered the Pinterest Bathworks and met a couple of people, including the clerk, the owner, and one of the masseurs.
Also, just real quick before that, I did put the thought, or attempted to put the thought into Dawn's mind to get a painting done between Stavik and herself in front of the
Oh,
fountain.
that's right. There was the whole comment about it being a romantic place because Louis was like, "Oh, do you think people like
And
get proposed to here?"
I did offer that purely in malice.
What?
I believe it. Yeah.
I could have never guessed.
So then Don was like, "Stavik, do you think this place is romantic?"
We never really got a
Get
clear
an answer
on
very
that.
quickly. It was a very slow to
I thought it
respond on
was.
that one.
So what do you think?
I said it was a awe-inspiring and beautiful location.
I just hear bullshit coming out of your mouth.
I couldn't remember the name at the time, but yeah, we could see if Isabella wants to come up. She could do a painting. She could paint the two of you naked.
Thank you.
True, yeah. She would only do that painting though if she were also naked while painting. Just
Well-
so that it was all equal.
As long as the folks in the town square are cool with it. I mean, she has no
I mean-
ability. What are they going to tell her?
It just depends on if public nudity is a criminal offense. in
Or it all
Pinterest.
depends on how much you're paying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fine, so it's legal for the rich.
I mean, yeah. What? When is a fine not a fine? When you're rich enough, it's just a fee.
Yeah. It's not illegal if you can just pay the fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. There.
Unless
So
you just have the wrong dialogue choice and they attack you.
that's true. You accidentally hit the wrong dialogue choice, and you're like, "Oh shit, I didn't
And
mean
then
to
he's
say."
like, I'm paying with their blood!
You gotta
That's
remember
how
how to
Isabella
okay, do I
paints.
need to like sheath my weapon and then talk to you while you're attacking me? I forget how the sequence of events here works.
Yeah, keep in mind you can't just whip it out. That's Louis' move.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. Got arrested for that before.
Is that why you were in jail?
No,
It was not jail. It was the pleasure. Oh wait, the pleasure gardens.
The pleasure garden.
Things are starting to add up. I'm
That's how you-
connecting the dots.
That's how you got to know Kasabi.
Yes,
Jackie.
I met Kasabi and Jackie through the pleasure garden that I got forced to work in because I got sent to jail because I fainted in the middle of a forum and you are not supposed to publicly sleep outside.
Well, get wrecked, Louis.
Get wrecked, Louis.
Seems like he did.
So yeah, you guys made it to the bathhouse, met the people, they welcomed you in, told you to go pick your rooms out on the second floor. There's a bunch of really cool rooms there. And then you made your way down to the first floor into the bar area where you met another member of their staff, which I don't believe she introduced herself completely. Her name is Raya, and she is a sylph,
Sylph.
which I believe is the first sylph you've ever met.
In game.
So that's fun. In game.
I know this one. I knew one before. Yeah, we were pals. We did a lot of shit together.
I've
Makes
done
sense,
so
makes
many people and drugs.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I think Raya is going to be the best character at the Bathworks.
Probably.
Even
Okay.
if there's competition between her and Sarah, I don't think Sarah has a chance.
Sarah scares me.
Raya's
Oh.
too cool.
I'm not holding my breath until we've met all the staff.
Have we met all the staff?
I don't know.
there's more staff.
Okay.
And Valentino is going to meet all of them.
And remember that. So they said that there was companionship.
Yup.
Yeah, it is a bathhouse, so
So-
there is companionship.
So with that, I am wondering whether or not, what is it? Bastion and Valentino are still going to be taking Louis to a brothel.
Don't need
I mean,
to,
it-
right, guys?
They don't need to anymore. They're already at one, basically.
Yeah,
so
so you don't
Brothel
need to...
is his bedroom.
yeah, like at this point, Bastion's just gonna be like, "All right, bro. Like, here we are. Like, choose your path. I guess you know."
I choose to read in my bedroom. What the fuck do you mean?
You see that?
No,
That's
no,
the
these are
reason.
the dialogue choices. Pick from one of these.
Yeah, you got to pick one of these 4 dialogue choices. It's
Because-
yes, no, yes, sarcastic, and
Fuck me now.
what's the last one? It's yes, sarcastic, no, and what was the 4th option in every Fallout 4 choice? Like,
Oh,
Kill
fuck
yourself.
it was like
I can't remember what it was.
like
I don't know.
Tony again.
It was all the
No,
same garbage.
Was it just sarcastic? Wasn't the other?
It was yes, sarcastic, no, and something else. I forget what the fourth option was.
Yeah, no idea.
But it was all trash. Anyway,
because truly, you're not giving Louis the true brothel experience. Although I'm sure Louis has had plenty of brothel experiences.
from the pleasure palace, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, then you guys got paid a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just out of nowhere.
Yep.
At least Raphael's good for something, actually. Wasn't sure if he would be. Good on you, Raph.
So that should help out. Yeah. But that pretty much brings us to the end of the sesh, I think.
Yeah, is
So-
there anything else anyone wants to talk about that we experienced in those past 2 sessions?
yeah.
Last minute thoughts. Screw you, look like you're going through Nom or something.
Well, I've got this.
Every
I've got
session.
this bingo board in front of me.
Yeah. We can talk
And-
about it in the very least.
I will sadly say I don't think we got a bingo today, but I will go over the ones
course.
that I think we hit. And that was we make it to Pinterest,
Mm-hmm.
destruction of knowledge,
Mhm.
intimacy, alchemical treasures for Zulin,
Woo.
the tension is real, y'all, encounter with a villain, then the free space, EU year gross,
Mhm.
spelled GROH. Grow. Then encounter with
It's
the
actually
spellcaster.
ew, you're gross.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why is my husband's
Penelope.
name on here?
I'm not gonna say that.
Something about being a spineless ooze. Wait. Sorry.
Then
Whoa.
the not everything down here is hostile.
Mhm.
Then Fahrenheit 451. And then drink up Buttercup. And then oh shit, it's the cops. And then wild rolls.
Mhm,
So we got all
mhm.
that.
Notably,
If
Beardy did not mark off team is a well-oiled machine in battle. I just want you all
No,
to
I
know
didn't. Did not do that one. Didn't think he deserved it this time for some reason. I don't know.
Damn.
I agree.
I feel like we did pretty.
You did fine.
We
You did
double
fine.
crit a fucking giant dude and killed him on attacks of opportunity because of
That-
our positioning.
That doesn't make you a well-oiled machine. That makes you
No,
lucky.
because we were too well positioned. It was strategy. We
It
were.
was strategy.
We all was
Strategy.
according to my Keikaku.
So yeah, we sadly none of those made a bingo though.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hits, just not organized in such a way to make a bingo out of them.
We
Womp.
almost got the bottom right one. That was gonna happen at the very end of session, but we didn't get to it. So
Yeah,
the secret one.
the secret one,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
but
Xander kills Rue. Oh,
not
shit.
too
Sorry,
bad.
I wasn't supposed to
Well, we'll see next time.
Oops.
We'll try to get to Rue. I believe we'll probably get to Rue next session, so that'll be good.
More than likely.
I'm excited for that scene.
I'm gonna rue the day. All right. Good night, folks.
All right, but yeah, that
the
pretty
joke's
much
been made before. It's cool.
gets us to the end of that. So, yeah, good
right.
work, y'all. Well done.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you all so much for rolling with us this week, and we look forward to playing more with you next week. So until then, have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Boy.
Bye.
Bye.